the Guru Nation TV stand-up? It's mocking time. If you didn't check out picks 1 through 10, click on our mock video. Shout out to Mike Mayock for recognizing us, and shout out to NFL Draft Zone for posting our first 10 picks on their site. Give us a quick update, D-Hawk, on the last pick.
Well, the Titans just took a chance on Warmack, an offensive lineman. He's a blue-chip player. Well, could San Diego take a hog as well?
With the 12th overall pick, the San Diego Chargers select Jonathan Cooper, guard, North Carolina. The San Diego Chargers have to get some protection from Phillip Rivers because he was not elite this past season like he was in the past, and Ryan Matthews needs to prove himself this year. Let me tell you why Jonathan Cooper is going to help the Chargers immensely. He is a great pulling guard. He moves fluidly and has the elite skill set with explosive quickness and balance. He was named the ACC's top offensive lineman this season, and he's got 47 starts on his resume, so you know he has the experience to come in and play right away.
Rivers finally gets a little bit of insurance by the Chargers selecting him. I like it.
Now let's move from coast to coast. Miami is winning this offseason.
Yes, they are, and they're going to win with the pick number 12 by selecting Xavier Rhodes, cornerback, Florida State.
They brought in Brent Grimes, but Brent Grimes is coming off a big injury, and they lost Sean Smith to the Kansas City Chiefs. So what do here? You go right here, you turn on the DNA. This guy's a playmaker. 4.43 at the combine. He has the speed to keep up. 40.5-inch vertical. He can jump with the top receivers. Great size on his position. He plays very physical, and at the line of scrimmage, receivers hate physical corners. This is a can't miss with the Dolphins playing in the AFC East when facing those passing offenses.
Wow. Pair him up with the healthy Brent Grimes. Potential lockdown tandem.
Potential is a key word, but he is the best corner on the board after Milner. Who's the best player left overall on the board?
I got him going right here with the 13th pick in the draft. Tampa Bay selects star Lotulelei, defensive tackle, Utah. Who would have thought the Buccaneers would have star Lotulelei fall right into their lap at number 13, a top 10 talent, but medical tests showed a heart abnormality, but this is a blue chip player. Greg Schiano would love to have a defensive force like Star. He's quick and explosive, and he will dominate the interior. He reminds me of Haloti Ngata and can play anywhere on the defensive line. Big time value pick.
Well, that's a supersized star, Big Dipper-sized star in Lotulelei. BPA, top 5 talent.
Some great defensive tackles in this draft. Does Carolina go in that direction?
As a matter of fact, I believe they do. With this selection, the Carolina Panthers select Sheldon Richardson, defensive tackle from Mizzou.
This guy right here is a can't miss. He's hard to pass up with the 2 top defensive linemen gone. He's an every down player. He's agile and has light feet for his size. He chases down plays till the whistle blows. You'll never see him taking a play off. Looking at his first step on the snap, it's very impressive. He's very strong, very fast on that first step, and at times you'll notice Mizzou often uses him in coverage or as a stand-up rusher, further showing his versatility.
Finally, the Panthers get big help on their run defense.
I'll tell you who isn't complaining, Ron Rivera, if this pick proves to be true. Let's stay in the NFC South. Who dat?
The New Orleans Saints have the 16th pick. They select Barkevious Mingo, LSU. Sean Payton is back in New Orleans, and he's got a new 3-4 defense led by Rob Ryan, who will be the mastermind. Barkevious Mingo is an edge rusher with superb speed, and this is the kind of athlete you unleash on the quarterback. 6'4", 240, high motor, and a former track athlete. He's a little raw, but Rob Ryan can utilize his natural tools to terrorize the QB, and this is a passing league. Mingo should come off the edge and get after guys like Matt Ryan and Cam Newton.
Hungry and determined. That's how I describe that player.
Just like Mingo, there is so much more elite speed in this draft, something the Rams need.
No lie. And no Drake or 2 Chainz. I'm talking about the Rams. They will take Tavon Austin, number 16, wide receiver out of West Virginia.
Well, turning on the DNA, this man may be small, but look at his speed, look at his acceleration. It's elite. It's second to none in this draft. His vision, amazing. His balance, amazing. The Rams need this. The Rams defense is kind of stacked right now. So what do you need? You need offense. You need to put up points in the NFC West with the Kaepernicks, with the Seattle Seahawks. You got to put up the points. And this guy is going to provide it on the offensive side of the ball and in the special teams. You got to take him right here. You got to give Sam Bradford something to replace Amendola. Take him right now. Great value.
Tavon Austin may be my favorite player in this draft.
top 10 talent right there. But let's move on to Pittsburgh.
The Steelers rebuild their defense with this pick. At 17, they select Jarvis Jones, linebacker, Georgia. This is a steal right here at pick number 17. James Harrison is gone out of Pittsburgh, and there needs to be a replacement. Jarvis Jones, he had medical history, but his neck concern has been cleared. The Steelers always build their defense on their linebacking core, and they need someone that can sack the quarterback and drop into coverage. Jones will give offensive tackles headaches with his burst off the ball. He may lack size, but he is stronger than he looks.
Vintage steel curtain Pittsburgh Steelers defense pick right there. That feels right if he's available.
Now, who will be available for Jerry Jones?
Well, how about them Cowboys? You know they need help in the secondary. They're bringing in none other than Kiffin. They select Vaccaro, safety, Texas.
Monty Kiffin comes to Dallas and inherits a defense that needs help, and it needs help in the secondary. You take this guy right here. I don't particularly like him too much, but he's a top-rated safety, and they will take him. Change of direction ability is pretty good for a safety. He is strong enough to shed off the blocks and make the secure tackles. He will have to improve on being the last line of defense, though. I've seen him too many times on the DNA give up long runs, give up long passes. Well, that's for Dallas to take a chance on, and they will do it right here with this pick.
Safety is a big need, and the Cowboys address it.
Speaking of needs, we have a team up next that doesn't really draft by needs, the G-Men.
This could go so many ways, but with the 19th overall pick, the New York Giants select Bjoern Werner, defensive end, Florida State. Let me tell you something about the G-Men. Jason Pierre-Paul and Justin Tuck combined for only 10.5 sacks last season. So, we got a Bjoern identity. This guy has a high motor, uses his hands well, and is your prototypical 4-3 end. He came from Germany to the States in high school, all because of the game of football, which he loves. He works his butt off. He's a married man and will fully be focused on the game. The stats don't lie. 20 sacks in 2 seasons, 18 tackles for loss this year. The Giants got to get after RG3 and stop Chip Kelly's fast-paced offense, so a rotation on the D-line is crucial.
The Giants love D linemen. That makes sense.
Then we got Chicago next. I'm not sure about this one. Where do you think they go?
I'm not sure about it. They could trade. They could fill a need here. They select Arthur Brown, linebacker, Kansas State.
A new regime in Chicago brings in a new flavor. Brian Urlacher is gone. Lovie Smith is gone. So you bring in a guy like this to anchor your defense for years to come. This guy's instincts are off the charts. He recognizes the play and finds the ball very quickly. Secure tackles, he'll make them all. You know what? He doesn't shy away from the contact. He meets the fullbacks at the line of scrimmage. He welcomes that. He may be a little bit undersized, but the last linebacker to anchor Chicago's defense in Brian Urlacher was called the same.
I love it. A new monster in the midway.
He's real. Very real. But for the last pick of tonight, the Bengals.
Okay. Playoff team the last 2 years. You're going to like this one. With the 21st pick, the Cincinnati Bengals take Keenan Allen, wide receiver from Cal. Surprise, surprise. Nobody would have thought the Bengals would take Keenan Allen when they got a star receiver like A.J. Green. Keenan Allen dealing with a knee and hamstring problem, but when healthy, he is an elite receiver. Prototypical height and explosiveness. He reminds me of Calvin Johnson. Yes, I said it. Call him Baby Megatron. Broke Deshaun Jackson's freshman records of receptions and receiving yards. Big hands, flexible, gets yak. He wants the ball with the game on the line. Cincy has A.J. Green, but imagine the matchup problems defenses would have with 2 playmakers of this caliber. Andy Dalton is drooling if the Bengals make this pick.
Well, that's our mock draft. Tell us your thoughts.
Either way, you've just been Gurufied. Subscribe and share this with fellow gurus. Hit us up on Twitter too.
Next week, look out for picks 22 through 32 next Friday. Until then, Guru Nation, salute.